5 simple steps to cool summer cooking for lighter, healthier meals. Today on the Carefree Cooks Code, I'm Chef Todd Moore, and this is the Carefree Cooks Code, every Tuesday live at noon Eastern. Here's our challenge. How can home cooks cook freely with creativity, confidence, and pride while ignoring recipes and still impressing themselves and others with what they cook? Well, the answer is found in becoming empowered with how cooking works, using dependable and repeatable methods of cooking that work for any ingredient, for any diet, and any desire, just like chefs do. And we'll know we've cracked it when everyone sees cooking as an exciting and rewarding way to improve their relationships, their lifestyles, and their health through better food and cooking. This is the Carefree Cooks Code. Welcome back to the Carefree Cooks Code, everyone. We're together live every Tuesday at noon Eastern. If this is a surprise to you, then you probably should have gone to webcookingclasses.com. There it is, /live, so you can sign up for my live alert system. And I send a blast out 15 minutes before I ever go live, and I do some of the cool things because you wouldn't want to miss one of our gatherings, right? We're the Carefree Cooks. We create our own recipes. We bring family and friends together. We learn every time we cook. We define our own cooking style because we practice pro methods, and we absolutely love our cooking because cooking becomes so much fun, especially certain times of the year. And you know summer is here, right? Are you still eating the same foods that you did months ago? Well, it's not winter anymore. It's time to bring your food out of hibernation. And we all know that eating these heavy winter foods in the summer can really weigh you down, right? It can slow you down because winter foods are heavy. They're rich. They're stick to your ribs kind of foods with thick gravies that warm you up when it's cold outside. But that's not cool for the summer. And I'm shocked all the time that almost nobody understands that cooking the same thing all year long can weigh your body down. It can weigh your mind down and make you sluggish, lethargic, tired. And I know too many people that eat the same few things no matter what month of the year it is. And nobody wants to spend a really hot summer night in a kitchen slaving away at the stove, but they don't want to take a vacation from great food either. And you may have tried it because we know that the answer is not found in the lazy crock pot. It's not in convenience microwaved food. It's not in joyless kitchen gadgets. What really makes summer cooking cool is when you change the way you eat, when you change how you cook, when you change what you cook, and you start creating lighter and healthier meals when the weather gets warmer. Look, it's all about changing your cooking focus for the new season, because I think your cooking should change like your wardrobe. You wouldn't wear a suit and tie to the pool party, and you shouldn't bring meatloaf with like a heavy gravy to the picnic. It just doesn't fit. You can make your summer cooking cool as long as you're also thinking about the 5 seasonal aspects of your cooking. So would you like to hear about that today? You want to hear about the 5 seasonal aspects. You want to know the reasons, more importantly, the reasons behind these 5 aspects and why you should make these changes. Debbie is here. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Nita. Nita Whitney. Seems like it's still winter where she is. Ann is with us. Hi, Donald as well. Deborah is here. Karen Briggs. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Jim. Hi, Rick. Do you want to hear it? Give me some hearts. Give me some love if you want to hear these things. All right. I'm seeing more hearts. That's good. I know there's a small delay. Thank you. Still more people checking in. Hi, Rick. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Betty. Hi, Rich. That's good. All right, great. Let's get going here. The first thing that really has to do with the change of the seasons is your body clock and how your body reacts to the changing lengths of the days. It's your circadian rhythm. It's basically a 24-hour internal clock that everybody has. It's always running in the background of your brain all the time, and it cycles you between sleepiness and alertness at regular intervals. It goes up and down, up and down. It's sometimes known as your sleep-wake cycle. And if you've ever had problem with sleeplessness or you've ever had problems with energy, you're probably familiar with the circadian rhythms because your doctor talked about it. And look, any change in season messes up these rhythms. When the days get longer, you're used to waking up in the dark, and now you get woken up by the sunlight, right, at a much earlier hour. You used to be home early because it got so dark early, but now you stay out later. And this affects your metabolism. This affects your digestion and a long list of chemicals and endorphins, all these things that are controlling your body. But most importantly, you can tell that it starts to affect your wellness or just, you're not feeling great anymore. And if you're eating the same winter foods, but now just at a later time of the day because it stays light longer, that's definitely going to weigh you down. Being outside, walking around, stimulating the mind, stimulating the eyes, getting exercise during the day, this will help you rest your mind. Also, this will give you a better night's sleep. And it's a good thing, too, because by the time that summer comes around, there's suddenly so much to do, right? When your hibernation breaks, you start hiking, you can swim, you can bike ride and walk, your golf clubs come out of the garage, right? You get invited to parties. Heck, you might even throw a party and enjoy the social aspects of the new season, because human beings, we need social contact. We need a sense of belonging, and it's one of the reasons that summer cooking is so cool, because how we cook is different in the summer. And that kind of cooking always attracts friends and family. You know it. If you've ever fired up your barbecue grill, you know it. If you've ever put a great fruit salad together, you're spending all this time outside. Your body, your psyche, you're getting all these benefits that most of which you can't even see, because your exposure to sunlight also creates vitamin D in the body. And this is the only way to give yourself a natural vitamin D shot. Vitamin D aids in the body's ability to absorb calcium. This is necessary for strong bones and bone growth. And your diet should reflect the changes that the sun is making in your body and your metabolism. Plus, look, the sun makes you happy. Everybody knows this. Serotonin, melatonin, these are things, endorphins release. They can fight off depression. They can put you in a better mood. And, as the season changes, if you're making the right changes along with the season, now you're starting to feel great. You're looking good because you can start taking out all those light, airy linen clothes, that's been in your closet. They've been in storage. You can let the summer breeze waft all over you. But look, I'm making fun of it a little bit, but changing the way you dress has a really big impact on your overall well-being for the summer. Lighter clothes make you feel lighter, less burdened, right? It is literally a weight off your back. And when you start eating healthier, you have that increased metabolism and all the benefits of being outdoors and getting sunlight. This actually means that you might slim down. It might actually be easier to lose some of those pounds that you wanted in the summer instead of the winter. And that's one of the reasons that summer cooking is so cool, because you're sleeping better. Your body clock is all synced up, right? You're outside, you're getting exercise, you're having fun with your friends, you're soaking up the sun, which makes you feel great. You're wearing your favorite shorts or that cute little top that you like. Life is good. You're chilling back in your hammock. You got a drink and you're cooking bacon at the same time. I have to talk to the artist that did that. But look, there's a bad potential here as well. There is an opportunity to ruin all these really cool benefits if you ignore the fifth change that I want to tell you about. This is the fifth change that you need to make, and it might be the most important change of the season, in my opinion at least, because this fifth one, it also touches on all the ones that we've already talked about. And you know what my favorite topic is going to be. It's the fact that you need to change the way you eat for the summer. If you eat the same things, if you eat the same way as you do in the winter, this is going to ruin all the positive effects of the things that I just talked about. If you're eating those heavy meals late at night, you're not going to sleep well. If you're eating large lunches of fast food, microwave food, poor quality food during the day, you're going to be tired at 3 o'clock. And look, if you're not taking advantage of the health benefits that are available in summer foods, it doesn't matter how much sunlight you're getting. It's all lost. If you don't change the way you eat in the summer, none of those benefits are going to be available to you. And summer cooking is so unique unto itself. Summer cooking says so much to so many people. Can I tell you a quick story? Do you mind? Who's joining us now? Who's down here at the end of the list? Hi, Donald. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Beth. Hi, Carrie is with us. Michael Bernard is an old friend. Lena is with us. Daryl. Oh, my goodness. Got a lot of people on here right now. 118 plus. So can I tell you a quick story? Let me, most of you know my beginnings, okay? Most of you know I sold advertising for many years. I sold radio commercials and billboard advertising, but eventually I hated it. And what I really loved was cooking. Unfortunately, I wasn't very good at cooking. And I had to fix this. I had to know why. So I quit the advertising job. I enrolled in culinary school to get all my cooking questions answered, but I've never stopped learning. It's 22 years later now. I can't stop learning. Well, along this path, I eventually opened my own catering company. And this was a big part of the business and housing boom in North Carolina in the early 2000s. My catering company was a business dining catering company. I catered a ton of groundbreaking ceremonies, ribbon cutting ceremonies, grand opening, Chamber of Commerce events, all kinds of business functions that I did. And one day, years ago, I got a call from a real estate agent, and she told me that she was having trouble selling one of her listings. It was the house that wouldn't sell for her. At the time, it was kind of silly because a house that won't sell outside of Cary, North Carolina, around the year 2000, yeah, everything was selling. There must have been something really wrong with this house, is what I thought. Well, she called my catering company. She wanted me to cook some food for the weekend open house she was having. She told me that she'd been bringing crock pots. She would make her own chili, her famous chili. Everybody has a famous chili. Her famous chili to these open houses in a crock pot. Her idea was if she could keep the prospects there long enough, it was a time issue. She told me long enough, she would have a better chance of selling this house. You know, I didn't think long enough was really the issue. You know, it wasn't working for her. But so she called me, she said, maybe I need a professionally cooked meal. And of course, she didn't want to spend a lot of money. So what she wanted me to do, she said, was bring pans of lasagna. Can you bring over pans of lasagna or macaroni and cheese or something like that? But look, anytime I catered a party, I did a lot of house parties, I did a lot of weddings, I did corporate CEO Christmas parties at their house, things like that. Anytime I'm going to do an off-site event, meaning not at my catering company, I'm going to go check the place out first for a whole list of reasons. The electricity, the entrance, you know, on and on and on. So I agreed to meet this real estate woman at this house. It's the only house that won't sell in all of Raleigh, North Carolina. And when I pulled up, I could see the first problem. It wasn't a great location. You know, this was like the first house in a subdevelopment. There were no trees around. Like they had just wiped the land clean, put up this one house. It's just like a wide open space. And I'm thinking, well, there goes her first 3 selling points, right? Location, location, and location, because the location stunk. But I went inside and the house was really nice. You know, it had high ceilings. It had this gorgeous overlook hallway from the upstairs, a tall fireplace, lots of windows letting light in there. You know, there was nothing wrong with this house. And I had to ask her, why do you think that this house doesn't sell? It's a gorgeous house. So I remember her saying something like, hey, look around. It's kind of barren, right? And people haven't been able to see themselves living in the house. And it reminded me of a marketing adage I knew way back when. And this has to do with buffets because chefs, here's another chef joke for you. We always make the joke that nobody wants to be the first, last, or only. So when you go up to the buffet with a new tray of food, like, people don't want to disturb the new pan of something. They don't want to be the first. They definitely don't want to be the last. Nobody wants that last piece of chicken, you know, in the buffet table. And they don't want to be the only. They don't want to see the long line of people at the beef and they're lined up for chicken or tofu, right? So this kind of sat in my mind for a minute. She wanted to do trays of lasagna. She's like, can we do salad and garlic bread? But blah, 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 blah. I wasn't hearing any of this. I was just kind of gazing out the window at all the desolate land. And I got to thinking, man, it could really feel lonely living here. And, you know, she was right. A pan of lasagna is not going to convince anyone that this is the place to live. And it dawned on me, it was all about the difference between summer and winter food. And I told her, you're trying to sell this house like it's wintertime. And it's not. Right? In the winter, you're stuck inside looking out the windows. That's not where you want them to look, out the windows. And there are no other houses. Pans of lasagna indoors is what you cook in the winter. What we need to do is we need to change the season of this house, I told her. You're going to sell it in no time if we change the season. And there's nothing better for changing the season of a house than what goes in and around the house. Look, I told her, you don't need a chef to cook a meal. You need someone to create an occasion to bring people together. I'll never forget this because it was the first real estate gig that I did, and I did tons of them afterward, as you can imagine. What we needed to do was create like a typical family get-together in this house with summer food. I told her, let's lighten it up. Let's show it in a way that they can see themselves living here, and the food, I promise you, the food is the way to do it. Remember, I've got a little sense of marketing, right? I got a little sense of marketing to me. So what I told her was that I had a 5-step plan to bring people right into her house and think that they already live there. There was a way to make these people feel like they already lived in this house. And back then, I called it cool summer cooking, and it went like this. There were 5 parts to it. First is the cool summer cooking equipment. Now, this is the equipment that you use to cook in the summer. That's different than the winter, right? Lasagna comes out of an oven from a casserole pan. Well, look, in the summer, we try and avoid the oven. You know, we don't roast as many things. The roasting pan should stay in storage for the summer. So I said to her, let's gather the cooking equipment that someone uses in the summer, someone uses in their backyard. And instead of trying to show off the indoor winter kitchen, I told her, put a really nice barbecue, get a smoker, put these elements on the back porch because you use a different type of cooking equipment in the summer. So let's create a summer kitchen and show people that there's some cooking going on here that's going to bring their friends and family together in their new house, right? Friends and family, a big part of cooking. The second part of my 5-step plan for cool summer cooking and selling this house is choosing the right foods to cook. And the types of food that you eat in the summer are different than the winter. And there are choices that you need to make. Summer foods also, look, it's not all about hot dogs and hamburgers. Summer cooking is not all about grilling outdoors. What we need to show the people coming to this house is that it's welcoming, that it's more than the indoors, that it's the outdoors, and there could be, at any given time, a party going on. So again, no meatloaf. You know, no turkey with gravy, no pans of lasagna. That's winter food. What I did was I brought in my big stainless steel steaming pot that I have, and I steamed some shrimp, some clams. I did like a boil, a low country boil. These are the perfect choice of summer foods to make this house feel like a home for people. Well, the third thing was how you prepare these foods. And there are different knife skills that you use in the summer than the winter. In the winter, I find myself chopping up more onions, right? More garlic. In the winter, I use more potatoes, carrots, turnips, root vegetables, because in the winter, I'm cutting big pieces for stews and casseroles and chilies and things like that. But in the summer, that's when I'm opening clams. Dozens of clams, sometimes hundreds of clams. In the summer, that's when I'm deveining shrimp. In the summer, I'm cleaning fish fillets. In the summer, I'm creating beautiful fruit displays. These are things I don't do in the winter. And it's the gorgeous fruit display that makes it look like a family reunion. And that's what we're going to put out. In the summer, you can actually decorate a house with food and demonstrate that food is love in the summer. Well, the fourth thing I told this realtor we're going to do is we're going to employ the summer cooking methods. And I've touched on this before just a few minutes ago because how you cook changes with the season. And I mentioned steaming shellfish. I mentioned grilling hamburgers, smoking meats, smoking vegetables, doing like a beachfront stew, like a seafood steam. These are all things that you don't do in the winter. So the summer cooking methods, fire up the grill, get the hickory smoke filling the air, that great smell. Can you imagine approaching an open house for this house that won't sell and there's a smoker going on? You can smell the hamburgers on the grill. You can hear the sizzle. This made people feel at home. And I told her the fifth thing we were going to do would be to cook without heat. Winter gravies, they're great at the holidays, but the summer calls for your ability to make cold sauces. And in the summer, there's a lot more salads. There's salad dressings. There's green salads, tossed salads. There's bound salads like chicken salad or shrimp salad. All these things need a cold sauce to bind them together, things that we don't do in the winter. And heatless cooking means whipping cream for your fruit trifle. Heatless cooking means making your marinades, making your dry rubs, the things that are going to add flavor, texture, and control the visual aspects of the food as well. So I got done explaining my 5-step plan to her, and I said that I was going to share this plan with everyone at the open house because that's how we're going to sell this house. It is going to be known as the Cool Summer Cooking House, and that's how we were going to brand it. So I created this whole event to try and make the house seem like an enjoyable home in the summer. But, again, I have a potential to ruin it all if I was running the ovens, if I was boiling water, if I was baking cookies or baking bread like realtors love to do. Nobody wants to buy a really hot house in the summer that isn't cooling down. So what we did was, by highlighting the difference between winter and summer foods and how food goes into a household so intricately, we made this house look clean. It looked so crisp and fresh. It was offset by the salads, the fruit, all this great food. It didn't really need any heat. And that can be the best part of summer cooking. So the real estate agent, she loved the idea, of course, but she didn't want to pay for the idea, of course. And I believe so strongly in my 5-step plan. And I told her, if she showed this house in a summer light, showed some summer activity in the house, if we got the right equipment, if we got the right food, if we prepared this food in a fun way, if we cooked it on a grill or a smoker, if we used fresh fruits and vegetables, summer cooking could sell this house better than all her efforts in the past, and I would put my money where my food is. I told her that if she didn't sell this house within 2 weeks, the catering would be free. I wouldn't charge her for it. Well, what do you think happened? Yeah, I got a phone call less than 2 weeks later telling me to put a bill together, and I put a sizable bill together to help her sell this house because it was my 5-step plan that sold the house where she couldn't. I thoroughly believe that. And just a few months later, I was buying my own house. And this came back to me. I was, I want to do a lot of outdoor cooking. I want to have a lot of nice parties. So I remembered the 5 elements of making summer cooking cool. All the things that sold this house way back when, I wanted to include them in my own house. So I made sure I had the right equipment and that I could maintain it well. I discovered the best days to go to the farmer's market, the best days for the fishmonger when the freshest fish were coming in. And I learned how to keep all these fresh items fresh when I got them home, how to protect my investment. I started reviewing all the techniques that I had for cutting up watermelon, for honeydew, cantaloupe, strawberries, for all the great fruit salads that I made. And I think about all the cooking methods that I use for summer cooking, whether it's burgers or chicken or fish or shellfish. Like I said, it's not all about grilling. Then I start thinking about the number of items that I'm going to need, the space I'm going to need to avoid the hot kitchen altogether and create some really good meals without heating up the house. And now it's like decades later. And, you know, I started thinking about all this for the first time that we sold that house. For the first time since I put all these ideas into my own house, I started putting all these skills and techniques together, and I started creating a program. And today, I'm making it available to everyone because it's called my new Summer Cooking is Cool online cooking program. I've spent weeks and weeks recalling this whole story, thinking about all the elements of it. I started looking through my huge video library, all the videos that I've recorded over the past 10 years, more than 700 of them. I had to go through all of them, but I started to see a pattern emerge. And I started to realize I've been preaching about cool summer cooking for a long time, not just to realtors, right? Not just to realtors that want to sell houses, but to anyone that wants to feel better, that wants to feel brighter and healthier, that wants to have more fun because they know how to change their cooking for the new season. But this is the first time that I've put it all together in a fun, easy program so you can get involved with my 5-step plan as well. You can improve your circadian rhythms, your body's natural cycle when you change what you eat with the season. You can improve your wellness, your outlook, your energy level when you focus on the changes in how you cook in the summer. And another great benefit is taking advantage of all the social interactions that food brings, the friends, the family, the bonds that you're going to make over great summer cooking. And that's why I've assembled this program through all the videos that I have, because summer cooking is cool. It is. It's a very special time of year if you love to cook and if you enjoy surrounding yourselves with others who love your cooking, you know? So I went through all these videos and I created a big program. The Summer Cooking is Cool program contains 37, there we go. Summer Cooking is Cool program contains 37 video lessons. This is the largest course I've created since I created web cooking classes, and it's going to give you the methods, the techniques, skills, and inspirations to change your cooking focus for the season. This program covers a lot of territory when it comes to bringing new ideas into your summer cooking. Way too much to mention right now. So you're going to have to check out the titles on the next page that I'm about to tell you to go to. Look, and again, there's always valuable cooking information, supporting information anytime I offer one of my cooking programs to you, and Summer Cooking is Cool won't be left out. This program is also going to include 7 free bonuses that are going to help you choose the freshest fish. It's going to help you choose which cuts of beef to grill, to cook, the right combination of spices for creating your own dry rubs. You're going to be able to navigate the farmer's market. You'll cook vegetables perfectly and always assure the safety of what you cook. All these things are included for free, so you can make the most out of your summer cooking this year. And I've got another great bonus for you, because now I want everyone to have the greatest experience cooking this summer. I'm also going to include my Secrets of Great Grilling DVD. This hard copy DVD demonstrates the most important outdoor cooking methods using simple techniques that you can easily replicate at home. Now, for the beginning griller, this is a great place to start with this DVD. It shows you all the methods. For the guy, you know, who thinks he's a grill master, maybe it's a good gift for him, a good place for him to brush up on the methods. Whether it's a gift for someone else or yours to keep for free, it's when you start my Summer Cooking is Cool program, if you do it today. And I got something else to tell you about, something really, really special this year. I got so excited when I started bringing back this summer cooking concept from so many years ago that I decided I wanted to create something really cool for myself. I decided I wanted an apron. I wanted a summer cooking is cool apron, so I went ahead and designed one for myself. Now, not a lot of people sell one apron when you have it custom designed, so I had to print 100 of them. I get one for myself, and that means, and it's still on its way, that's why I just have the picture, but that means there's 99 of them more out there to grab. So I decided I'm going to give them away. For the first 99 people who grab my Summer Cooking is Cool program today, I'll send you the Summer Cooking is Cool apron for free. So we'll all be wearing the same cool apron when we cook together this year. It's a $25 value, but I want as many people as possible to take quick action and get started with this program right away. Summer cooking is the best cooking, and when you get started with my 5-step plan, your summer cooking is going to be cooler than ever. And when you choose and maintain the right summer cooking equipment, when you pick the best and freshest summer foods, when you're using the knife skills and prep techniques needed for summer cooking, when you practice the summer cooking methods necessary, you start making your own dressings, your own cold sauces, your own salads with heatless cooking, you're going to be convinced that summer cooking is cool too. And I've got months worth of great cooking ideas for you. The ingredients, the methods, I want to share all of them with you in my Summer Cooking is Cool online program. And I'll put a link in the comments below for you to find out more about it. Or you can go to summercookingiscool.com/order. summercookingiscool.com/order. And remember, everything that I offer to you always comes with my personal, unconditional 30-day refund guarantee. If this program is not for you, if you try it out, it's not for you, you don't like it, you get your money back. It's that simple. So get started with my Summer Cooking is Cool summer cooking program. Get the 9 free bonuses, including the free Secrets of Great Grilling DVD. And if you get started while the aprons last, I'm also going to send you the Summer Cooking is Cool apron for free as well. So go to summercookingiscool.com/order and get started now. So Chef Todd Moore reminding you that there's a method to your cool summer cooking success. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye, everyone.